Do you need more visibility to sell your offer daily? Let me say something based on what I'm seeing inside the community, inside the success circle. And it has been a matter of conversation a lot in the last 1-2 weeks. Many of you have misdiagnosed yourself and what is currently happening in your business. Most of you do not have an offer problem. This means that your offer is great, you're brilliant, the transformation that you deliver to your clients is outstanding, and you know that. It's not a matter of that you're not confident enough, that something is not clear to you. It is clear to you, and you know very well that you can change lives. And we all know it. Since you're here in the success circle, I'm 100% sure in your brilliance. That's not a matter of conversation at all. But the thing is that you also don't have a visibility problem, meaning your accounts are not restricted, the algorithm is not suppressing you, and it is not a visibility problem. The thing is, you have a conversion gap, and visibility is just exposing this. Hi everyone, let me know who is here. Put a hashtag replay. If you're catching the replay, give me a second just to check if everything is smooth. And I'm going to dive deep into this topic because what I'm seeing is a very common pattern. It's like for most of you, of course, not everyone, there are nuances, but if you would like to have daily sales, weekly sales, like regular sales, people coming, landing on your page or group or profile, regardless what you're using, and you are not seeing daily sales, then you know this life is for you. Just give me a second. Let me know where are you from, who is watching us. Say hi, send me some love, some emojis. Sorry. Coming, landing on you. Yes, we're live. I'm just checking the connection. If you hear me, if you see me, put a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And I'm going to dive deep into this topic. Okay, yes, we're live, so everything is perfect. So let me talk about this conversion gap and the thing that is actually causing you to think it's visibility. Because in my opinion, and as someone who has been fully restricted by Meta 6 months ago, I would define visibility problem completely different than what you actually think. Visibility problem means that the right people are not seeing you in your case. It means that when the right people see you, they do not instantly recognize themselves that you are the person who is going to help them solve their problem or transform their life. Okay, so let's be clear that this visibility issue that you think is showing up is only showing you that there is a conversion gap. There is a lack of clarity. And here is what I notice with many of you based on the comments, based on the questions I'm asking you and the way you're answering, because for me it's very important that I'm really in service of what you need, that I'm providing trainings and content and offers that are actually helping you in your current situation and leading you to the transformation you would like to experience in your business right now or in 12 months or in 2 years, 3 years, etc. And the thing is that I have more than 12 years of experience across marketing and sales. I have been a brand manager in an international company. I have been a CMO in a digital agency. I have been also a marketing manager in a huge company where there were a lot of assets that were not working together, but always in all kinds of situations, not to speak of the coaches that I am working with in the last 3 years, every single day, whether you're a coach, a service provider, any other kind of entrepreneur, every time, or 80% of the cases, when people are not buying consistently, even if you are running ads, it is a positioning problem, meaning you are not speaking of your offer the right way so that your ideal client instantly say, yes, this is what I need right now. Where to sign up? Send me the link to pay you right now. And I'm saying this as someone who have signed my first high ticket clients as soon as I started. My first client was a 3K retainer. My second client was a 5K retainer. I was hitting 10K months in recurring revenue in my first 4 months of starting my business. In my first year, I made 6 figures. And I know exactly what it takes. And it is way less visibility than you think. The thing is that most of you, this is what I'm noticing, most of you already have a real offer. When I say you have an offer, I mean that this offer is very clearly structured. You know what you're offering to this person, how much does it cost? And you can, when you speak with someone, you can instantly say, okay, this is what I do. This is how much it costs. This is what you can expect. Come on in. Here is the link. This is what I mean under you have a clear offer. Then you already have clients who have paid you at least once. So you have your proof that your work is outstanding, right? So logically, showing up more or posting more or being more visible in the way that you perceive visibility should increase sales. Let me know in the comments if this is what you think and how you think. Everyone who is here, say hello. Let me know if you have any comments on this topic, and feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to answer them after the live is over. Put a hashtag replay and send me an emoji if you're watching the replay. And instead of sales being increased, the more you show up, the more you post, content feels heavy. Consistency feels forced. Reach doesn't translate into conversions. And this means that even if you have 60,000, 100,000 views or 150,000 views, this is not translating into sales. And that is because visibility alone, posting more just to be visible, doesn't create demand on its own. That is why we need to engineer this visibility. That is why visibility only amplifies what is already clear and happening. And if your positioning isn't sharp enough, posting more just amplifies the confusion, not the authority, or it is going to show you that something somewhere is not working correctly. What is the real gap? The real gap is signal versus noise. This is the mistake most smart, experienced, established coaches make. And I have also made this. They assume if people see me more, they will get it. But buyers don't buy, your premium buyer especially, don't buy because they understand you or because what you're saying is, yes, nice, it makes sense. They buy because they recognize themselves in this, and they're saying, yes, this seems like I'm in this situation. Yes, I would like to have daily sales. Yes, I would like these people who bought once to buy once again. Yes, I would like to be visible, but not for the sake of being visible, but because I want to translate this visibility into sales and consistency. And here's where things break. Your offer is solid in many cases, from what I'm seeing. Once again, this life is particularly for you here in the success circle, and it is based on probably 50 people who I have talked to, whether in the DMs or in the comments or anywhere. So it's really targeted to you. I'm not just speaking out of thin air or taking this from what I think. This is based on what you currently experience and need. So your offer is solid, but not like clearly articulated, let's say it that way. Not that it's not eligible, but it's simply not clearly articulated. So your ideal client can instantly recognize themselves and say, yes, this is for me. I want to work with you. And they are going to send you a DM. How can I work with you? Or how can I join this masterclass or offer or whatever? Your outcome is real, meaning the transformation you deliver is like literally life-changing, but it's not immediately felt. And when I talk to you, you say, this work works, like you're explaining it very enthusiastic, and I believe you. But the thing is that this is not immediately felt for your ideal client. Like saying this is changing lives, this is not enough for them to recognize themselves and to see this instant transformation. And your content is offered either too motivational, but not speaking to the desires of your ideal client and exposing the gap and why they need you, or it is explaining instead of pulling. So people agree with you, but don't move. Let me know in the comments if you experience this. And that's not a motivation issue. This is not about your resilience. This is not about your discipline and consistency. Very simple. That's positioning. What actually changes sales? When positioning is right, 3 things happen very fast. People immediately know if it's for them. They read a piece of content and say, yes, this is for me. Yes, I'm in this exact situation right now, and I would like to have this outcome. The second thing that happens is that content starts creating desire, not just clarity, not just motivation, not just, yeah, nice, yeah, makes sense. Okay, I see you're clever enough, but how does that apply to me? And the third thing is that visibility begins to work for you instead of draining you, because when people see themselves in your content, in the way that you show up, whether it's live, a post, a reel, whatever format you're using, the dwell time increases, meaning they stay and read. They start engaging with your content, probably. Or they are going to read and come back to your profile or to your group more often. This means that the algorithm is going to connect the dots and is going to show you more to this person. And one person who sees 10 pieces of content is way more valuable and convertible than 10,000 people who see you once. This is why some people can post less and sell more. Not because they are lucky, but because their message and the positioning does the heavy lifting. And what I have done, especially in my first year, is that I made 6 figures with way less people than other people are doing in 5 years. I made 6 figures from high ticket sales literally with less than 10 people. So what's the reality? You need to get visible from the right person, meaning the right person is considered your ideal client. You need to position yourself, your work, your offer by speaking to their needs and desires and tell them what is the outcome when they work with you. And this is when they are asking you, okay, how much? Send me the link. And this is how you sell high ticket offers like that. And yes, there is work behind the scenes, but right now you're doing way more than you need because you're not focused on the right things you need to do. So you're guessing. And now let me go a layer deeper, one level deeper, because this is where most of you don't see it yet. When I land on many of your pages or profiles, and I say this with respect, but it's literally crickets. You know that when you're joining the Success Circle, there are a couple of membership questions that you need to fulfill. And when I'm checking your profiles, who is here in this group, I click on your profile and, excuse me, but it is not even clear that you're a coach, what you're doing, what is the transformation. You're using your personal profile as a business page. And then you often say things are not working. But how does your front store looks like? Consider your page, even if you're using profile in professional mode. Is it clear who are you, what you're doing as a business, as your work? Is it clear who are you helping? To me, it's not. And this is with many, many people of you. Here we have more than 700 people. And for very few of you, when I land on your page, I can instantly say, when I see your bio, what you're doing. When I read your content, I can instantly say, oh, okay, yes, I have this issue. Yes, I want this transformation. Let me see what's the offer. Where can I join? And once again, I say this with love and respect, but my role as a mentor is not to sugarcoat things, but to tell you where is the gap, what is missing. And that's the first thing. And this doesn't mean your work is bad, but then don't think there is a visibility issue, or yes, there is a visibility issue because you're not showing up in the way you need to show up to your ideal client, not to me, to your ideal client. Be honest right now with yourself and look at your profile and tell me, if you are your ideal client, would it be clear to you what you're doing, that you're selling something, that I can join a space where you're going to help me transform my, let's say, money mindset, or, I don't know, health, wealth, that you're doing Reiki sessions, or that you're having any other offer and space? It's not clear. And your bio, your profile, and your content are not doing this job for you. in many, many cases. Now, I'm not speaking to the people who are doing this, of course, and they're clear on their offer. They have clients buying from their content. This is not for you right now. But do you see how clearly I position who this life is for and who is it not for? And what I'm actually seeing is a lot of motivational statements, quotes, a lot of you can do it energy, a lot of explaining something, but very little content that mirrors your ideal client current reality. Names what is not happening for them and showing what's the gap so you can solve this gap. I don't see content that speaks to desires they haven't set out loud yet. And your content doesn't position your offer as the bridge out of that reality in many, many cases. So that even if you're brilliant, the right people who are your ideal clients, they simply cannot see it. And this is why visibility doesn't work for many of you. Now, there will be a separate live for those of you who are clear and still would like to be more visible. But visibility without relevance is just noise. You can post in 10,000 groups, or you could be joining these threads under what do you sell, but this doesn't mean your ideal client is seeing you. You're simply on the wrong place. Content that converts does three things, and you can write this down. This is going to be a free training. First, it reflects your ideal client's inner experience. This is what I call micro moments. What they are frustrated by. Where are they currently in their journey? What they are tired of. What do they want? What is their deepest desire? And why they are not there yet. What they secretly want to stop tolerating. Number 2, it shows a transformation, not a motivational advice. The stories that you have, the shifts you or your clients have done, the results, yours or your clients. Not here's what to do, but here's what changed when they applied your methodology. Number 3, your content positions you as the solution without you needing 30 minutes to explain it in one sentence, clearly. So your offer becomes obvious because the gap is obvious. Most of you are posting content that makes sense, but does not create desire. This is why your DMs are dry. And desire and emotion are what moves people to buy. This is why many of you feel like I need more visibility, I need to post more, I need to be more consistent, when that is not the real issue. Even if there are tiny pieces of this here and there, that's not the main thing you need to focus on. If your message doesn't speak directly to what your client is living through right now, what visibility do you expect? More eyes in this situation won't fix a message that doesn't land. So the thing is, many of you are, do I need more visibility or better content? I want to reframe this belief because You think it's either or, but it's not. They are together. They need to work together. You need to show the algorithm that there are people who are watching you, so it shows you again and again to these people, and they see you more often, so they can buy your offer, but only when it's clear. And this is exactly why I structured my upcoming masterclass, Money Making Funnel, this way. This is what I did. I didn't pull this masterclass out of thin air. I read your answers. I saw what you need. I watched how you describe your work. I noticed where people get lost. I saw the same gaps repeating again and again. So this is not another generic masterclass where you sit, watch, listen, and everything ends there. Inside this money-making funnel masterclass, we will together refine your positioning so the right people instantly see themselves. We're going to rework your content to speak to desire, not motivation. And we will make your brilliance visible without you having to convince anyone. I'm going to speak about visibility, how to trigger the algorithm, what are the patterns that are triggering the algorithm. I'm going to speak positioning, offer positioning. I'm going to speak and teach content that sells. And then we're going to move into a 3-day Telegram experience. This is a place where we are going to workshop your positioning. Once again, it is not just a masterclass where you sit and listen and do nothing and you say, yes, I know it. Because imagine someone is showing you how to play a piano and you say, yes, I get it. And then you start playing, but you cannot do it. This is why I'm first hosting the masterclass and then we move to Telegram. And I help you apply all this to your offer and your content. So you don't leave with theory, but with something that actually works for you. If you have been feeling like, I know this should be working better than it is, it's because this piece hasn't been calibrated yet. And this is what I'm workshopping with you inside this masterclass, Money Making Funnel. It's not just theory, it's not motivation, we are working together. So the right people see themselves instantly. We are going to sharpen the outcomes. So buying feels obvious, like I cannot not buy this. And we're going to align your content to attract clients without posting more. And I'm going to teach you also how to make people want to buy more and more and more and more. That's my love language. People buying on repeat, recurring revenue, high ticket. Love that. So that is what we are going to do. This is the mechanism we are going to use, how you're going to apply to your offer in real time. You are going to get real time calibration feedback. And we're going to close that gap so you can start having regular daily sales and people buying again and again. Right now, this is 29 euros for 4 days with me. My eyes on your business, your positioning, your messaging, your visibility, and how to lead people further. The link to join is here. Let me see if it's here. If it's not, I'm going to add it. Yes, the link is going to be in the comments, or DM me if you have more questions about how is this happening. But after these 4 days, you are going to see a totally different visibility. More people are going to be signing up or DMing you, and things are going to be completely different. Hurry up, because not signing up is costing you daily sales. Thank you so much for your honest answers, for communicating this with me, for showing me exactly what you need. This is a safe space for you to do so we can work on it and make your business printing money. Okay, let me know if you catch the replay, put a hashtag replay, share this video with whoever needs it, maybe your business bestie, maybe some of your friends, anyone who needs it. And I'm waiting for you in the Money Making Funnel Masterclass. Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.